Today on Motorhead Garage, we're going to add some bling to a 2015 Chevy Corvette engine. How about lights? We've got some LEDs that are totally illuminating. Sam shows us a dustless blaster. That's right, dustless. And for all you bikers needing a place to store and work on your bike, we've got a Thunder Den just for you. All of this coming up on Motorhead Garage.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Motorhead Garage. Well, folks, look what we got right here. This is something a lot of you guys out there dream about. It's a 2015 Corvette Stingray. Now, anytime you have something like this, you always like to be able to accessorize it to make it more of your own, and that's what we're doing here. In fact, we've already started on it. As you can see right over here, we put some new covers and things on the brake master cylinder. Now, these are from American Carcraft. These are all stainless steel polished high-end units. And we got Rick Rivera here from American Carcraft, who's brought a bunch of this stuff with him. And Rick, welcome to the show. Now,
hi, Dave.
I've got already started on this thing. Now, I got to do something here with this. Now, what do you got?
Well, we've got a nice arrangement of engine accessories. We're going to start with the Plenum Cover Set. Mm-hmm. This is a 10-piece set that we're going to set on top of the engine like this. We're going to shape it so that it contours nicely. Just softly shape it like so until everything matches up pretty good.
Okay,
like so.
Now this is all polished stainless steel, folks, so this is why you see this blue cover on there so we don't get our fingerprints all over it. On the bottom of this, you got this 3/8 that'll stick it on there, and it really makes it work well.
Yes, permanent.
Okay, so while we have this on here now, you get it shaped. The next step is to prep that. So what will come in this kit is just some clean wipes. These are things you get at the store, right?
Yeah, regular rubbing alcohol, household alcohol works perfect.
Okay.
You want to scrub it, make sure there's no residues.
All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. Get in these cracks real good so that we're in good shape. That's it.
Well, then you'll apply the 3M Adhesive Accelerator. This is what's going to make these parts bond onto this hot motor permanently.
Like so.
Well, now that we're shaped, we can go ahead and start peeling this. And you got to be a little careful that you don't distort our shaping of this. So you want to kind of support this. Just peel it off section at a time. Just like so. And then just press it on. Just like that. Real important to press these very firmly so that you can get the proper bond. That's the last one. Now we're going to peel all the liner off and put our valve covers back on.
Okay, folks, you can see what we've accomplished now. We've got our fuel rail cover on, we've got intake manifold covers on, even our fuse block here is covered. It really sets this off. Now, here's how we did it. This is one more cover here for the fuel rail over here. Let me put this on. There we go. Now go ahead, Rick, and show them how you put that in.
Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that you have the letters lined up right in the center of this hole perfectly. That'll give you your perfect position. So you're just going to carefully peel this like that. Just carefully align these letters up like so, and then press your part on.
Wow. What a beautiful piece. There you go, folks. Does that make the engine compartment look great? Well, if you think that's something, wait till you see what we put on the inside. Take a look at this right in here. You talk about awesome? Look what we've done here, right around the mirror. American Carcraft has a nice trim piece, brushed stainless steel right here. Makes it really look nice. If you look right down here, they have a trim piece that goes around the speaker that's got the Stingray emblem on there. That really sets that off. But Rick, tell me about your door sill here.
Well, we've designed a carbon fiber stainless steel door sill cover, which utilizes the factory Corvette lettering. It also protects it because the factory sill is a thin aluminum, and by putting the carbon fiber and the stainless steel really protects it and adds a real nice look to it. And then we've matched that or complemented that with the side skirt, the GM licensed Stingray side skirts. Yeah, and so when you open the door, you have Corvette Stingray.
And here's what he's talking about, folks. This is the side skirt right here. Now, this has holes in it. It'll bolt right up to the factory holes. Then it's got your 3M adhesive here. It glues it right up underneath. Got the carbon fiber in here, and of course the Stingray logo here. So as you can see, it bolts in. Really sets this thing off. Makes it really look nice. Rick, I'll tell you what, for what, just a couple hours of work, not even that hardly.
Yep, you've got a custom vet.
You have a custom vet that is absolutely gorgeous. I want to thank you for stopping by and bringing all these cool things.
Glad to be here.
Time now for Brothers Truck Parts Project 72. Restoration tips and techniques for a 1972 Chevy Suburban with Sam and Steve Flanders.
Welcome to another installment of the Brothers Project 72. Got the dash all cleaned up. Steve and I are putting on a new dash pad. What do you think?
Well, we're just gonna drop this thing right into these studs, right into the holes on top of the dash, pull it down, tighten our fasteners.
Continue with our dash restoration. The dash pad's in. Now here's the instrument cluster that we rebuilt and converted. And it's ready to install. First thing you want to do is, Steve, go ahead and give me a hand. Got a mechanical oil pressure gauge, has a copper line coming in, and we got to hook that up. And make sure you hook that up. Because if you don't, when you twist the key, you're going to have a wet right leg, I promise you. All right, once that's hooked up, we've got a couple electrical connections, speedometer cable, and we can slip this into place. Looks great. Next week, we'll continue assembling our dashboard.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we have a lot more coming here on Motorhead Garage.
This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Brothers Trucks, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. KBS Coatings, rust stops here. Ultradent, manufacturer of paintless dent repair tools. And by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology.
Hey, welcome back to Motorhead Garage. Well, you know, nothing like having lights if you're going in the woods at night, whether it be a Jeep, a rock crawler, UTV, side-by-side, whatever you got. So let's take a look at some really nice LED lights. We got Louis DeHaan here. Louis, what separates you from the rest of the pack when it comes to all these lights?
Well, we've got some real high-quality lights here, Derby City LEDs. Our feature point is really our 4D focused optics, which creates a tighter, brighter spot than the competitor lights do.
They look pretty good. Now, this is aluminum extrusion. Are these all waterproof?
All waterproof, IP68, 69.
Okay.
Really simple wiring harnesses. We have our prismatic floods on these single rows here. Creates a nice, tight, wide beam to light up that periphery and on the sides of the trails.
That's great.
And you can even put in amber lenses in there, which are great during the day. If you want to have just daytime running lights or just run them in the day, lets you have lights on without blinding people when they're coming.
Absolutely. But these are all changeable and everything?
Absolutely.
Looks like the wire harness is really high quality. It looks pretty simple. All plug and play.
It is very simple.
You got relays, you got fuses, you got buttons and switches, so you just run it through, hook these up. These are simple to install. In fact, so simple. I'm going to let you work with Dave. Which one are you going to put on this Jeep? This one
We're
here?
going to do this one right here.
All right, there you go.
Okay, now what I have done is I've gone ahead and hooked up the wiring harness here to the battery in here and then just dressed it right along the firewall, which pretty simple installation. The other thing though is it has some mounting brackets here that we're getting ready to mount. It's going to mount right here, take the bolts out, and this is going to mount right into the stock mounting bolts, so it's easy to do. Now, Louis, does this come with a kit?
It doesn't come with the kit, Dave. All of our light bars do come with universal brackets, but a lot of people like to have specialized vehicle brackets. So if you want to do an above windshield on a Jeep, that's what we've got these for. They're designed for a 50 to 52-inch light bar. Puts it right up there above the windshield. A couple different options on where you can actually mount it to. Also hood brackets, things like that. So there's different styles of brackets and different vehicles too.
So whatever it is they got, you got something that'll cover it, or you can figure it out for them, right?
That's right. We can definitely figure it out if we don't have it available.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this plate off here first, though, and run our wiring harness under it, and then put our bracket on there. That way we can hook up our lights. All right, now, Louis, you know, guys will run wires a lot of different ways. Here on the Jeep, you got a couple little tips that'll make it a lot easier for them.
Absolutely, Dave. All you need to do is just take this panel off right here when we put the light bar mount on. There's a channel that runs up inside here, and it lets you go right in through into the cab without having to go through the firewall or anything like that.
That way you don't have to drill any holes or anything like that.
No holes, nothing.
That makes it a lot easier.
Under the cowl through the channel.
Okay, you ready to put this up?
I think we're ready.
All right, now. You got it?
I've got mine on there.
Okay.
Just sort of tighten her down here a little bit.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and plug this in. Now, this is keyed, so you can only get it in one way. So
That's right.
even I don't make a mistake on this one. All right, we got her plugged in. Now, these are watertight connectors, too, so that makes it real nice. Okay, let's try it out.
All right, let's see if she works.
Woohoo!
There's the inside. We got another switch for the outside.
Oh, beautiful.
You got your inner spots, your outer floods. Run them any way you want.
Man, there you have it. Pretty easy installation. Well, folks, I tell you what, all I'm going to do is finish dressing this wire down here. It'll be all ready to go. In the meantime, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we got a lot more Motorhead Garage coming, so stick around.
Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage. Well, when it comes down to stripping paint or getting things off the surfaces, we got a great way to go. Now I'm treading on thin ice here. I got Davey outside by himself using one of these pieces of equipment. This is a great way to go. It's called dustless blasting. Minimal cleanup, it's friendly to the environment, it's easy to use. If you want to take some paint off cars, boats, agricultural equipment, whatever, this is a great way to go, and it's totally self-contained. We got Benny LeComp here. Benny, you know all about this piece of equipment, so educate me on what we've got here.
Well, that's right, Sam. What this is a complete mobile paint stripping and cleaning business, 100% self-contained. Air compressor, blast machine, all the water. You can carry your abrasive right behind you, and you're ready to go at any location.
So if I go to a location, I don't need to hook up to anybody else. I'm all set.
You're self-contained. You're ready to go.
It looks like a pretty expensive piece. Now, a guy's not going to buy this to do one car. He might be an enthusiast and want to strip a car down or do his bottom of his boat, but looks like a good business opportunity.
Well, that's right. There's quite a few guys that only have one or two cars, and they'd like somebody to be able to come over to their location and do it for them. So it really has turned into a great business. Every week we get about 400 calls, 40 machines are sold, but that means 360 people still need the work done.
So you support the guy when he's in business?
Absolutely, yes. We have a full, complete database with all of the customers that don't buy machines but have inquired about them. So with that list, we're able to populate that and then present that to our preferred contractor.
Okay, so if I want to get in my own business, what's my next step here?
I'll tell you, Sam, we do make it real easy for you. First of all, we do have people standing by ready to take your phone calls to get you to the right person. If you want to go directly to the website, we have financing available, we have all your training videos, anything else that you need. That will get you where you need to be then. You come to the factory, we give you some additional training, hands-on with the machine, and I believe you are ready to go to work.
Great. So, a guy gets, material. What about training?
Absolutely. Training is one thing that we pride ourselves in. We actually have apps for smartphones where you can download training videos if you're out in the field and you happen to forget something. But most everyone comes to the factory and does a hands-on training with the machine so they can see everything that needs to be done.
That's great. So you give them support. What about pricing? How do you price out a job?
Pricing is something that most people don't know how to do. And so what we usually help with is by providing a price list for people that can start off with the outside of a body. If they want to add the inside of the car, if it's on a rotisserie and they want to do the underside, the chassis, or whatever, we have the prices broke down for them. So there is no guessing about how to price a job.
So like Dave's outside showing us how easy it is to do, the interesting thing is with sunblast media, besides having the big dust plume and you got to wear a spacesuit to protect yourself, you don't need a lot of protective clothing here, but what's really neat to me is the finish is ready for primer when you're done. You rinse it off, let it dry, and you're ready for the primer gun.
Well, that's exactly right. But first and foremost, we have eliminated that plume of dust by using water, an abrasive, and a rust inhibitor, so we don't have flash rusting. Right. We also use that to rinse the vehicle off when we're done, and it is ready for primer right then and there. You don't do anything else to it.
And you got a self-contained water tank, so you can, anything you may have on the machine, you wash the machine down so you look brand new when you go to the next job.
You're absolutely right.
So it's a great way to go. It's a great business opportunity with plenty of support. Like you say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. That's great. So, and like I said, I can hear it running. And I think David just shut it down. So, if he can do it, anybody can do it.
I tell you what, that works great. That's one of the easiest things I've ever done as far as removing paint and stuff, rust. Beautiful job on that.
Great. So you didn't come in here and tell me, Sam, go clean up now, huh?
No, but you can if you want to. I think I found a new business job once I get out of this gig here.
Yeah, well, we'll see if you can do it.
Anyway, hey, folks, we got a lot more coming here on Motorhead Garage. Stick around.
This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Rev Wheels, a revolution. U-Pole, Raptor bid liner and protective coating. Easy Slide, bringing it to you. And by Stage 8, the world's best locking fastener.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage. I got to tell you, if you got a motorcycle, you know what you want. You want to take care of it. You want to put it in a secure place, a place out of the weather, a place where you can work on it, and a place where you can gather with your friends, have a cold one, and have some good times. Well, that means a garage. Well, who's got time to build a garage? Here's a great way to go. One phone call, and you've got Thunder Den. It's all done. It's 100% complete. It's everything you need. And the guy that was inspired to design and build this is Steve Greggs from Thunder Den. Steve, this is such an awesome piece. So tell us how you got to this point.
Well, the inspiration for it just really was just riding around and seeing a lot of bikes that were under, just covers and things like that, and really not, in my opinion, sufficiently stored or what have you, because there's not a controlled environment. So I thought, well, let's build something. Let's build a bike garage. And so, I basically came up with Thunder Den, which has not only a place to store your bike, but it has, a lift where you can work on your bike, and we put a lot of amenities into it, air compressors and things like that allows you to work on your bike. And not only that, it is a controlled environment. We offer an AC unit with it. Right. It's well insulated, so there's, as far as condensation on your bike, that's not going to happen.
Got some neat siding on it that you told me is like warranted for 50 years.
Yeah, it's LP Smart Side siding. It's got really good warranty. It's a very good product. The roof is a 40-year warranty on that. It's the best, best metal panel you can buy. We can put shingles on them if anyone wants shingles as well. So
sure. Steve, we're standing on this floor. It looks pretty textured. What do you got on this floor?
It's a Rust-Oleum product. It's a no-slip floor. So when you get off your bike, you don't have to worry about it.
Architecturally, it's pretty outside. It's strong. It's well built, insulated, like you said. It's got the little air conditioner here that keeps you cool, and of course, it's got cabinets. Now these cabinets are great storage for things like your leathers, your helmet.
their jackets, your helmets, boots, or whatever. We fitted this one with a 1.7 cubic foot refrigerator. The stereo has speakers up on top of the cabinets here with ported hose. It sounds really good. And
Got flames on the wall. That was
yeah,
good.
Bike garage got to have flames.
Absolutely. And of course you got pegboard. It's all insulated. But the other thing I like about it, there's outlets all over the place. Nice fluorescent lighting. There's switches, and it's got a panel. How big is the panel?
It's a 100-amp electrical panel.
And you drive your bike in. You got a motorcycle lift. Pump that up a little bit here.
Sure.
And we got an 883 Sporty on here, but you can put a big bike on it. Put your motorcycle up. When you're done working on it, again, have a cold one in the refrigerator, some good music. You got a place for your buddies. I mean, there's even room to put chairs in here. Work on your bike when you're done. When you set it down, the lift goes flat on the floor. Pull out this panel. The wheel clamp and the stop all go up on the pegboard on hooks.
We tried to outfit it for anything anyone would need for their bike. And
how big is this dimensionally?
It's a 10 wide by 16.
10 wide by 16 long. It's a great place. And what else do you need? You're out of the weather. It's a controlled environment. Your bike doesn't get rusty and get moisture on it. You can stay nice and cool in the summertime. Refrigerator, music, bike lift, everything you need. It's called Thunder Den. If you want to learn more, check out their website. And of course, if somebody wants one of these, it's just a phone call and you deliver it, right?
That's right.
So all you need is a piece of ground, set it on, plug it in, and a day, you're all set to go. Hope you enjoyed this, Steve. Thanks for coming by and showing us this. We're out of time. We'll see you next time here at Motorhead Garage.